Welcome to the Real Crime Diary. I'm your host, MHB, getting ready to dive into the thrilling case of Wade Wilson, the Deadpool Killer. Enjoying the riveting cases that we're covering so far? Then be sure to hit the subscribe button to never miss another episode of the latest cases. Did you know that Wade Wilson, infamously known as the Deadpool Killer, brutally ran over one of his victims up to 20 times until she looked like spaghetti? This shocking detail is just the beginning of his grim story. Let's dive into the twisted tale of Wade Wilson, also known as Deadpool. Not the Marvel anti-hero, but the Deadpool Killer. Recently sentenced to death for the gruesome murders of Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz, Wilson's notorious reputation makes this case all the more shocking. Join me as we explore the dark and tangled web of his crimes and the justice that finally caught up with him. For Wade Wilson, the sentencing to death comes with a slew of challenges. First and foremost, he faces the inexorable force of law. Convicted of such heinous crimes, Wilson's path is now fraught with legal barriers that he must navigate, even as his attempts to appeal or reduce his sentence seem bleak. His history of violence and known affiliations with a white supremacist gang complicate any legal defense, painting him in a thoroughly negative light. Beyond the legal battle, the implications for Wade's character are profound. His notorious reputation as the Deadpool Killer, a title borrowed from the Marvel anti-hero, casts a long shadow over any plea for leniency. He is not only battling the justice system, but also public perception. Even within the prison walls, Wilson's violent tendencies and gang affiliations pose risks, potentially isolating him further or subjecting him to even more stringent surveillance and control. These challenges add layers to his already complex persona, pushing him into a fight for survival and redemption against overwhelming odds. What does this mean for the man behind the crimes? The road ahead is paved with uncertainty and full of thorny obstacles, both legal and personal, leaving Wade Wilson little room to maneuver. Wade Wilson, or the Deadpool Killer, as he has come to be known, did not become infamous overnight. His troubling history is filled with violent offenses and disturbing behavior. Born to underage parents and given up for adoption, Wilson's early life was marred by personal struggles and brushes with the law. By 2015, his record included charges like sexual battery and kidnapping, although he was acquitted at trial. His notoriety grew darker when he became entangled in the Denise Williams trial, offering to fabricate evidence and even proposing to kill Williams. Despite being on probation for felony convictions, Wilson continued his violent spree. In 2019, things escalated horrifically. At 25 years old, he committed 2 brutal murders, strangling Christine Melton in her home and ruthlessly running over Diane Ruiz multiple times with a car. His behavior, fueled by a chilling combination of animosity and detachment, shocked everyone, including the superhero community who witnessed his destructiveness from afar. Wilson's actions, once deemed unbelievable, became a horrifying reality, leading to his ultimate sentencing. The climax of Wade Wilson's story, a pivotal moment that sealed his fate, occurred on a chilling day in October 2019. After an evening spent with Christine Melton and her friend Stephanie Sailors at a bar in Cape Coral, Wilson's dark side took a sinister turn. As the night progressed, Melton fell asleep, oblivious to the threat lying beside her. Suddenly, Wilson attacked. He strangled her in a brutal and senseless murder, later stealing her car and fleeing the scene. But the violence didn't stop there. Later that morning, as Wilson drove around Cape Coral in Melton's stolen car, he spotted Diane Ruiz walking to work. Pretending to need directions, he lured her into the car. Once inside, Wilson's savagery escalated. He crushed her throat with his hands before attacking her further. Despite her attempts to escape, Wilson showed no mercy. In a final horrifying act, he ran over her body multiple times until it was unrecognizable. This brutal rampage and his chilling call to his father, where he confessed the gruesome deeds, left an indelible mark on the community and led to his eventual sentencing. Wade Wilson's heinous actions have led to a death sentence, forever altering his trajectory. From his gruesome crimes to his complex past, the consequences are clear. A lifetime on death row, serving as a chilling reminder of the impact of his brutal choices. We would love to hear your thoughts on today's episode. What do you think about Wade Wilson's sentencing? Do you believe justice was served? Head over to our comments section and let us know your perspective. Your opinions are important to us and help shape our future episodes. And don't forget, If you want to stay updated with the latest news and true crime stories, be sure to subscribe to the Real Crime Diary. Your subscription keeps you in the loop on all the gripping details and shocking revelations. And remember, subscribing to the Real Crime Diary not only keeps you updated with the latest gripping stories, but it also supports us in bringing you these in-depth, fascinating insights. So hit that subscribe button and never miss out. Thank you for tuning into the Real Crime Diary. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Next time, we'll delve into the chilling case of the Zodiac Killer and the latest developments in the decades-long investigation. Stay safe out there.